Just give me a second. Oh, Bhavna is here. Bhavna, can you just raise your hand so that I can give you the access and you can be present on the stage? Just raise your hand. Now you can switch on your screen and your mic as well.
Hello everyone.
Hello, hi Bhavna. Thank you so much for joining. So, Uh, we'll wait for 1 or 2 minutes, and basically the session would be, it's not a session, it would be a discussion, more likely to be discussion over tech communities, technical communities. Like there are, you must be seeing a lot of communities. People are building communities, but those communities are not communities. They are just a WhatsApp group and they can't sustain. Community is somewhat different. And Bhavna is pro when we talk about in terms of tech communities. So we'll discuss how anyone can build a tech community, and I hope you get a knowledge. And if you have any kind of questions after like 30 minutes of discussion, we onboard you to the stage, just like I onboarded Bhavna, and then we can just have a discussion for 10 to 15 minutes over this topic and just wrap it up. And this video is directly been published to my YouTube channel, where I published all the videos previously, which I have with the founders, developers, and community managers. And excited to have you all. And yes, without further ado, let me start. First of all, I want to introduce Bhavna to all the amazing audience that we have, and in future see this video recording. So Bhavna is a multi-talented person. You just name it and she have it. She's been killing in communities as well as when we talk about technical things. She's a GitHub campus expert, founder of SheBuilds, MLH fellow, and she has been coordinator at many events. Now she's organizing events, spoken at many conferences, events, and yes, she also actively contributed to CNCF projects. She is an LFX mentee, XR fellow, as well as the MLH fellow. So I hope that I have covered it all, but still, Bhavna, if I miss something, then you can cover it.
Yeah, sure. So thanks, Manik, for inviting me over here and sharing my experience. So hello everyone. This is Bhavna, and currently I'm working as a SG at Colibra. Other than that, I previously being very active in open source and being part of different programs like LFX, MLH, and all. So from where I got introduced towards community, like what is community and stuff like that, and then I have a vision to start my own community. Then I started SheBuilds, and currently looking to contribute more into the community stuff and building my community even more better and stuff like that.
Oh, amazing, amazing. So, as Bhavna has a lot of experience, so yes, just give me a second. I'll see. Oh, Ujjwal says incredible, ma'am. Yes, indeed, Bhavna is incredible. And let's start with the session. As the topic for today's session is building technical communities. So, first of all, I want to ask from Bhavna that she started SheBuilds. So, what motivated Bhavna to you that you started SheBuilds, a community? So, we would love to know more about SheBuilds.
Yeah, for sure. Think though, it's all started back and when I was in my second year of college. So there is one guy in my college, like in my classmate as well. So he usually told me like, you are a girl, why you want to get started with coding and stuff like that? You most probably apply for like a non-tech role like analyst and stuff like that. Then it like really hits my mind, and even in if I see in my college or even my classmates, the gender ratio will be around 1:10, like on 10 boys there is only one girl, and those girls are also not interested towards coding either. They do not have the access to the resources like how I need to start it out and stuff like that. If they are interested, they are not even have the particular guidance like how I need to start it out. There are a lot of resources on YouTube, but if we just scroll it out, you wouldn't be able to find it anything out of that. So this way, like I started, then that particular boy will be like, "Okay, why you want to get into coding? See, like other girls are just managing other things, and they got a like role and doing some short internship that paying less than 10,000 and stuff like that." And I was like, "Okay, this is not something I want to do." That I but like when I was in my 10th and 11th standard, computer science is something that really interacts my mind. I did C++ over there, built some cool projects during my school days as well. So from there I got the interaction, like I want to do something in college related to technical, but because of some financial issues I wouldn't be able to pursue BTech. Then I just pursued BSc because it mattered the passion towards the technology, not the degree. So that's why like I took a decision and started doing BSc. And then in second year I just think it out, okay, it's something. In college we usually teach about the theoretical concept of the computer science, not the actual need that we need working in a particular tech related firm. So then I got to know like I need to get something out of it, like how we need to get certain things, get it done and stuff like that. Then at that particular time I thought like somehow like I am able to cope up with the things and started learning and being part of different programs. Then I thought like I'm not the only girl who face this particular issues. There are also some girls like me in my college and outside my college who are facing this particular issues. They are not from IIT, that's why they are facing from a tier 2, tier 3, tier 4 colleges. So that's my motive to like start SheBuilds, because sometimes if you do not have the vision around the same time, because cognitive arts is something that you're not getting paid for the work you are doing. So that's why like if you're not that much motivated enough, that you will be like, "Okay, why I'm doing this particular stuff, I do not want to do that." And in the long run you will left out and doing something different. That's the thing like that motivates me to like start SheBuilds and stuff like that.
Amazing, Bhavna. That's the most precise and detailed answer that we can get. And your motivation is true. Actually, I'm also from a tier 3 city and tier 3 college, and I've seen the same thing in my college as well. The girls don't know much about the opportunities, resources that are there for them. And you, as a being a girl, just made a community, especially to support the girls. That is incredible. And yes, the community is a volunteer work. Nobody is being paid, and putting a lot of efforts that you are putting is incredible. So, as I know that previously you run the initiative as Code and Connect meetup series over different states of India, and currently you are planning to organize a hackathon that is on a Pokemon theme named Hackamon. That is like really amazing idea that you have come up with. So what are the upcoming initiatives for you and for SheBuilds, like maybe in the last quarter of this year or the upcoming years? What do you want to organize or direct this community?
So like in a short run for this year, if I would say, so we have planned something amazing like the hackathon, the grand hackathon from Sheep's name Hackathon that we are thinking to organize in April. That is like 11th to 13th. And to support that, to onboard more awareness about the things, like we are organizing this particular hackathon. We are doing a short meetup series in different cities nearby Delhi, um, with the name Road to Hackathon, where we create awareness about the hackathon that we are organizing and onboard more some amazing girls into our community and stuff like that. But if I would emphasize like the future things about Shiva, so I have very much different plans like that I would love to support and add value towards the community. We'll cover it later on.
Okay, amazing. So maybe that's the suspense and the surprise for all of you, that what amazing things and initiatives She Builds come for you, because She Builds is majorly a community to support women, but it's not like that. The events that it organizes is only for women. Boys can't take part in. Obviously, we have boys and males in our Code and Connect meetup series, and same goes with the hackathon. And excited to see what initiatives and events Sheeples come up with. And Ujjwal, I'm seeing your sad emoji. So why are you sad? The event is open to you as well. Be happy. Okay. So yes, Bhavna, as the need for community is a must, and everyone in India, at every college, there is a club and society, and they call themselves the community. But it's a community is something that addresses a particular problem that SheBuilds is addressing. That is helping the girls with the resources, because usually most of the girls, we are talking about the tier 3 colleges, not the top private colleges or the IITs, NITs, or the BITS, or the top reputed institution. The condition there is really good as compared to tier 3 colleges, or the colleges or institutions that are in the villages or small cities. So there, such kind of communities can really create an impact. So suppose you as a girl, you started a community. Not many girls take such kind of initiatives in the longer run, because they don't get support, and the motivation for them to run is also required. So what do you think? How can any other girl can also build a community, not copying any other community, but a community to solve a particular problem that has not been solved or addressed by any other company, tool, software, or community? How can one get the motivation and the support at the initial stages?
Yeah, yeah, sure. So, um, let's take it as an example, like how I started with SheBuild. So, firstly, I thought like I'm the only one. Then it's all started with the college in a certain section in your classroom. You can have a discussion with your classmate. Do you think about this particular idea? We all can do something out of that, and if in a community we have only 4 members, still it's called a community because you are somehow collaborating together to make the things happen. So this is all like how SheBuilds is started. When I just started out in my classmates, like I have only 10 girls, so we all 10 collaborated together. Somehow we are able to help each other and make the things happen. And with the 10 girls, I filled my application for GitHub Campus Expert. And I just mentioned this out, like in my class we have like 10 members, and we all are the 10 members where we are collaborating together, making the events happening outside our college. And even like all 10 members are able to make the hackathon, like the event that we did in the online mode, able to do that. So in this way, like this shows your passion towards the thing, how you get started with the things. Even either in your college, once you start with your college, then you organize a certain event, so that certain other college communities and other one will be able to know about this particular community, like this particular community solving this particular initiative, and through this you will grow. So I think like this is the way, like do not think about this particular perspective like we are only a community of 3 4 developers or a 3 4 member. It doesn't matter. The matter is like either you are able to make someone happy. Like I always have this particular perspective, if I am able to solve someone's only one person's problem, still I am happy. Reason being, this particular person is able to get something out of it. And let me just share my experience. Like when I just started my community, there's one designer, like back in 2023, we just joined together. She didn't know anything like out of it. She's like in first year and first semester at that particular time. So I teach him how we can build a certain website, the UI UX part of a certain things, purchased a course for her and stuff like that. And then today, like back in like I think 2 weeks back, she reached out to me saying like, Bhavna, I got a SDE role at Google. So it's something like that always empowers me, like, Bhavna, you did something good. Like the girl who just started out because of you, like because of the community, I would say, because of not me. So we will be able to cope up with the things, help to get something out of it. So this is the like power of community that I love. So just address or pick up a certain problem, start with your classmates, and then organize some events, make it available to a wider audience, and in this way you will be able to address a certain problem and build a good community out of it. Manik, you are at mute, I think so.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. So yes, thank you so much, Bhavna, for telling me. Yes, the power of community can't be measured. It creates wonders in the life of those who joined and truly contribute. And you have contributed a lot, supported a lot of girls, helped, and the example that you have just shared is inspiring. And I'm happy for you as well as for the girl that you helped, and now she's working in Google. So now I know that you are a GitHub campus expert, and GitHub do support such kind of communities with the monetary support and all the travel expenses, and as well as the swags and goodies that one can give to the most active community members. So what do you think? If I put into a scenario, suppose if you are not a GitHub campus expert and you are running this community, the community she builds is now at this stage, it would be at the same position if you are not a GitHub campus expert. What do you think?
Yeah, good question. I would say like when I started the community back in 2023, I was not a like GitHub campus expert. I became GitHub campus expert back in 2024. So at that time, like I also have this particular perspective. Am I able to get it done? Because I do not have any member and I'm the only one with the initiative, and I need to find a good team with whom I can work on and stuff like that. Then suddenly it hits my mind. I usually follow Premanand Maharaji. Then he always say like if you have the vision to do something, you can definitely do that. So I just hear this particular word, and then I just posted a tweet on Twitter. I am thinking to organize this particular hackathon with the dates if someone interested. I think I get 20 DMs at my Twitter like these people are interested. Then I thought like I'm not the only one. Premanand Maharaj is good. Like he is right. We
Mm.
just need to take the initiative. Somehow we're able to find the good team. So this is how like it started, because I would say like GitHub has play a one role, because the training they gave me regarding how we need to catch up with the things. Uh, Interact with a wider audience, set up a booth, and uh, tell people about your community and stuff like that. I'm always grateful to the being part of this particular community, and contributing more around the same. So like GitHub always supports events like this, but if you are not a GitHub campus expert, you can like reach out to, because every college have one GitHub campus expert, so you can reach out to them to support your community event and stuff like that.
Amazing. So, in the nutshell, what I observed your answer, GitHub do play an important role because it supported you and it gave you the training. Amazing. Shout out to GitHub. You're doing an amazing work, GitHub. Now, I want to ask, you are a college student. You are learning as well as juggling between your academics, and you started a community SheBuilds, and you became a GitHub campus expert, which means you have to contribute to the community. And you also need to do some things in your home to help your mother, and you have also a brother. So how did you manage it all? And how one can, if any girl wants to start a community, they can also have a similar thing, so many things, and single you, because human is human, not a machine. So how did you manage it all? And maybe others get some idea.
Yeah, like it's one of the toughest part, I would say, like managing everything. Malik can understand because he is in the like organizing team of SheBuild. So I would say like you just need to prioritize your time. So I would say like being in touch with friends, and like organizing things, and being part of the related to a community. Like I'm working with a certain company, so I have like night hours. Like I usually work from like 9 to 5. My manager is also very supportive. Like he usually praise me about the work that I do. If I being in event, so he would be like, Bhavna, you are at event Saturday Sunday, then you can take a leave on Friday, just have a like things like you are doing. So in this way, like I'm very grateful to have a manager like that. And his name is like Federico, so he's like a very nice person, I would say. And other than that, like once I have got assigned with the work, I try to get it done with the time limit, because when when you start working with a certain company in a product basis specifically, you are working on a very small part of a certain project. So if you are working on that, you need to learn new technologies. You are assigned to a new project, then also then you need to learn a new tech stack. So this is like my Monday to Friday work down, and Friday, Saturday, Sunday would be like somehow very free to me. Then in these time zones, I try to work on community side of work, and during evening hours, and I'm pretty much free. So I try to connect with my friends because I try to keep my circle very small, with whom I feel. Um, because I feel friends and family play a very important role when you are like in a juggling phase of your life, because I there's one person like who's helped me a lot when I started my journey. Like I would love to take his name as well. Like Satnam is the one who like played a very important role to like empower me, because whenever I feel low, I was like, I wouldn't be able to take this down, and if not, I just call him and he would be like, Bhavna, you can do this out, I would say. So because somehow like it able to do that out, like we will be able to forget about the things, like just mess up all the things, like we wouldn't be able to do all the things and stuff like that. But in this particular scene, your friends family play a very important role, because community work is something you're not getting paid for that. Once like when I tell my parents about the Code and Connect meetup series, I need to travel to different cities to represent. My parents would be like, Bhavna, why you need to go to a certain city, and being a girl, like you need to travel alone and stuff like that. So parents would be like, why you need to do stuff like that, you are not getting paid for the things what you're doing. Then I just tell them like, if someone at that particular time, Swapnil is the one like who helped me out at that particular time, he wouldn't help me to being cope up with the things I need to get started. Am I able to be that place where I am right now? So the answer is no. So that's why then I feel like might be any other girl who is like me, but thinking to do the same. Just give me one. So this is the thing. Like I would say, whenever I thought I will leave the community, that this particular thought, keep in mind, keep Bhavna, you wouldn't be able to be that place where you get started. So might be other one is waiting for you to help. You will be able to help them out and stuff like that. So this is like my priority. I would say like just manage your time, like where your time is going on, and I would say like in a single day, if you're able to give 1 hour to your family, sit with them, have a dinner with them. So in this way, like you will be able to connect with them, share your things, whatever you are thinking in your mind and stuff like that.
Nice, Bhavna. I really liked your answer. Friends and family do play an important role because in this fast-paced world, one just thinks to work, 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 work. People run after money. They don't give much time. They don't spend much time with their family and friends. And at then what happens? They might get the money, but they feel lonely. They feel isolated because now they don't have any friends. They don't have any family. Now what left? Money, and money can't bring happiness and satisfaction, peace. And I really loved your answer, Bhavna. So I want to ask you, as community building is a very hectic task. A single person can start the community, can do things in a certain level, but if you want to organize a big level initiatives, it can be anything. Let's take example of hackathon or any offline event. A single person can't manage it all. We need a people whom we can trust with the things, and they can help us in organizing event, whether it be a small scale event in our college, or we host event in a regional level, or it could be any online session as well. It takes a great deal of effort and manpower, or we can say woman power, being inclusive here. Okay. So I want to ask how to find the right people, the right team which can help us, because team really matters. How one can find the right team if anyone wants to start a community and they don't have a very good network, from where they can start, and they can evaluate, yes, this is a really good team member. What's your takes on this? I want to know your perspective.
and you do not have that much network. So till now, like I would say, I have a good network with different cities people. Like I organize some event in different cities, so some people will be like, so how I'm able to find the right person. So this is a like quality in me. When I talk to a certain person, I'm able to find it out. Am I able to make a certain relationship with him or her, like in perspective of like the community one. So because some very few people, if I would say, I connected with like 100 of people in a certain event, so like 50 of them will reach out to me by thinking my perspective or SheBuilds, I'm interested to organize a certain event in our city and stuff like that. That I would say, like, are they genuinely interested, or I try to pick up a certain question related to that. Through that, I am able to find it out, is this a person who is genuinely interested in the idea, or just for the sake of connected with me and stuff like that. So this is like, I would say, I have a great quality in that I'm able to find out the right person just by talking to them in like few minutes, or like in a discussion and stuff like that. So but back in 2023, when I just started it out, so the thing that I was mentioning, I just did a Twitter tweet regarding the hackathon that I was planning. Some people will reach out to me, so I just mention uh, scroll them through the profile they have, like on Twitter and LinkedIn, whether they have the organizing experience or not. If they have the like organizing experience and they are a college student, because I would say, like, if you are taking working professional in your team, it would be like very difficult to them as well, and even you, because if there is a certain deadline that you need to work on, they wouldn't be able to give their 100%, because they have a certain work in company to do as well. So in this particular perspective, I would say, like, if you are working in a certain community, the having college students as a part of communities would great. If they have the working experience, like organizing experience, that would be so much great. Then he or she would be the right person to have the part of the right team.
Amazing, nice, Bhavna. I liked your perspective and adding my perspective to this question because I also have some experience of communities. See, you must be have somewhat leadership experience and passion towards your goals. And yeah, at starting, maybe you are wrong. You take some people that are not active afterwards, and you came to know that, oh my God, this person is not active. Now what I do? Because just saying to them you are not active, just get out of my community is very, very rude. In community, you have to be innocent, grounded, and grateful because that person is giving your community your vision, time, and their effort. So you must be grateful and respectful. But yes, with time you would recognize how to find the team members. Initially you can attend events, maybe at college level events or any city level events. There you can find the people, and if you have that leadership quality, then you can lead those people and can make your community, and that's your tribe. Yeah, maybe I write a whole book on this thing, how to find your team members. So stay tuned. Maybe you are the ones. Okay, there I'll cover this thing in detail. But yes, Bhavna, thanks a lot for covering this question. And I want to ask, suppose one has made a community. Okay, one has made a community, and now one is organizing events, maybe online events, because for offline events we require money and venue and people. But if a community is a decent level, not a big one community, and one wants to organize events at different cities, like SheBuilds did organize events at different cities, but still you are a GitHub campus expert, so GitHub has supported you. Okay, suppose I give you a scenario where there is a community. Let's take the example of our attendee, which is very active, Ujjwal. Ujjwal have a community. Okay, and let's say Ujjwal and Arshia both have a community, both have together started a community. It's a small scale community in a college, and they want to expand it. They are solving a particular problem. Okay, and they don't have any much experience of organizing events in different cities. They don't have a network. So how they don't have the support of GitHub as well, GitHub campus expert. But as you mentioned, yes, they can reach out to GitHub campus expert, but uh, at least they don't get the travel expenses. So how they can organize events at different cities, and any kind of thing that you want to add. It could be anything that can help them in any way possible.
where we can get the sponsors as well. So in this way, I would say, like, you will be able to do a meetup in different city through the support of other communities. And regarding the travel expense and other things, in first, if a different sponsors is come to an event, you can like prioritize this particular thing, like taking a affordable travel expense, like instead of booking the flights and all, we can take a like bus or train to get to the location. I usually do that, being a girl, if I would say, like, it's not safe. If you are like something, I usually say, like, I always have the fear from inside to get something out of it, travel solo and stuff like that. But soon we'll be taking care of that as well. My parents will be like, Bhavna, if you are able to do this particular thing, you will be like more braver student. So just say, let's think it this particular way, having a support from different communities, because community is something in this way, it's not like it's my company, I wouldn't be able to support to different communities. Communities are always up to support different communities. So just have a discussion with them, you will be able to find some good volunteers, some good friends, those who are interested to genuinely interested to give you a tour to the city once you visited over there. So yeah, in this way, like, you will be able to organize a certain event in different city.
Wow. Wow, Bhavna, that's amazing. Community is all about helping each other. So if you want to organize an event or need help, just reach out to the community of that city. That will really help. That's the amazing answer. And our attendee Ujjwal is asking, what is Code and Connect series? So Ujjwal, this is like a meetup series that SheBuilds used to run, and in different cities of India. So the name or the title of that series is Code and Connect series. Okay, I guess you're clear. And I would like to ask this last question, then we'll onboard all our attendees to the stage so that they can ask their questions or doubts directly, and then we'll wrap up the session. So my last question is, you have shared your journey with us. You have shared how SheBuilds has started, and also shared. Nah, you didn't share the upcoming, uh, what is the future of SheBuilds, like where you see it after 2 or 3 years. This is remaining okay. And one more thing I want to see: where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? The most common interview question that we have seen.
3 years. So I would love to reach to the larger network and community growth, looking to reach to different location, because some people in north, people know about the SheBuilds community, and different states where we did the meetup. So I'm looking to reach out to some, create awareness about the things about our community and grow together instead of growing alone. So other than that, I'm looking to do some great partnership with different tech companies, uh, Google, Meta, and all, so that we can offer some jobs out of that, help them, because Google, if I say Google also do hiring for girls, so they're hackathon girls in tech. Okay. So we can catch up because different tech product based companies also supports women based hiring, so we can have a partnership with them. So like we can certain workshops, some hackathons with in collab with different companies and stuff like that. Yeah, like I have some plans to do more diverse offerings, like running the SheBuilds fellowship, and so that we will collab with different companies, those who can provide us some open source projects and stuff like that. And yeah,
Amazing.
so last would be like a solid online and offline presence in on social media and stuff like that.
Oh, yes. Wow. That's amazing. And where do you see yourself in next 5 years?
So this is like quite a long time, but still like I want to become the founder of a certain or like CEO of a certain company. So this is something I would love to do and become the millionaire in next 5 years. This is
Oh,
too much, but I would say like I will work around this particular thing and able to achieve that as well soon in future.
Bhavna, you are the founder of SheBuilds, and yes, I know that you would become the millionaire in next 5 years. I'm with you. Yes. And thank you so much, Bhavna, for all these questions. Now, everyone, you can just raise your hand and I'll onboard you to the stage so that you can ask all your questions from Bhavna. And please, if you are coming, open your camera if possible. You can just raise your hand. There is an option. Rest, I'll take care of it. At least Ujjwal has a question he wants to ask. So I'm waiting for Ujjwal. Okay. Actually, can't open the mic. Okay, no worries. If you want to ask any question, you can ask in the chat section as well. And here's the WhatsApp group. You can join the WhatsApp group of CMX Mohali because I have some crazy plans regarding CMX events that I usually host. So you can join this WhatsApp community. And Bhavna, Ujjwal has a question. Yes. We need to have a community or something to become a GitHub campus expert.
Yeah, like if you want to become the GitHub campus expert, you should have a community. Either it would be not that much long, like I just mentioned it out previously. Like when I just applied for the GitHub campus expert program, I have like 10 members in my community, which is like mostly my college mates and stuff like that. But we are collaborating together, working and organizing events or like building community together. So this is also counted as a community. Like if you are a like college student, you would say like we are a bunch of people in our college, those who are interested towards the thing. So yeah, like you can apply with that as well. So
Okay,
yeah,
so Bhavna,
usual. One more thing, like if you are interested to apply for this particular program, application will be open back in like May and June, I think so. So just review your application with one of our GitHub campus expert, because what GitHub is looking for, because we are the one who are reviewing the application. So we know like what things need to be added in your application. So would be able to help you out. So just reach out to me on Twitter or like on what's number of mine. So yeah.
okay, amazing. And any more questions from anyone? Otherwise, we'll wrap up. Aparna, Sumaira, Aditi. And first of all, thank you so much, everyone, for joining. And thank you so much, Bhavna, for coming. It means a lot that you've come on the Sunday week. We have a question from Aditi, and she's asking, I want to start contributing in open source. Any advices, please, ma'am?
Okay, so regarding contributing to open source, so I would say like back in 2023, did my first open source contribution, and when I was part of MLH Prep. Before that, I did not know like how to open a PR and stuff like that. So like just take a first initiative. Once you get started with the things and able to firstly, if you didn't know like how to push the code base on GitHub, you can watch a certain playlist. I think there is one playlist by Kunal Kushwaha, so you can follow that and understand the things about how we can big contribution and big basics of GitHub. So in this way, you will be able to understand the things like how to create a new branch, best practices to open source contribution. Like we need to create our own branch, make commits to it, and then make a PR out of it and stuff like that. So yeah, and once you are done with this particular thing, select a particular tech stack you are interested to work on it, like previous experience on that particular one, and then after that, once you have figured out this particular thing, there is one project named GSOC organization, from where you can find out different organization that participate in GSOC, and some projects have like good first issues as well. You can pick one of them based on your skill set and contribute to that. Might I would say like when I applied for GSOC, I think it will take 15 days for me to just set up the project on the local system. So it take time. Once you started without the, just do not lose your hope. Give your best. If you are facing any issues, just reach out to the maintainer. In open source, the one thing that I love the most, if you are stuck with the things, you can directly reach out to mentor. Mentor will be like the one who will definitely help you out with the certain things, and you will be see amazed after working with the open source communities and stuff like that.
Indeed, Bhavna. Amazing. So, Ujjwal, I have a question. I want to ask, how can we connect with such brilliant communities in order to contribute to them? And also, what are the things we need to keep it in mind, like some special skills? So, what do you say, Bhavna?
So regarding like if you want to get into communities, I would say just contribute in any way. You can, if you share a certain post about a community, it's also counted as a community work, I would say. So just start, take a short initiative. If you are something that's interested to being part of organizing one, just reach out to the main organizer or the organizer that you are interested to being, and make sure you just mention it out like how you can contribute to the community, because it's something they might have restrictions to the main organizers, volunteers, whenever it comes to organizing a certain meetup. And I would say like you do not need a special skills out of it. In communities, we all learn all together. So like if you're someone who do not know anything, like the girl that I was mentioning, her name is Harini. She's from like Bangalore. So uh, she also do not know anything, but I trust her, like trust the process, like she will be able to do the things if I help her out with the things, like how to get started with the thing. She will be able to do that. If I see that particular caliber, and other organizers see, then definitely you will be able to cope up with the things and able to do good in community work as well.
Yes, the nicest answers that we have, and the line that you have quoted is amazing. We all learn all together. Amazing. And Aditi and Ujjwal says thank you so much, Bhavna. And Ujjwal, you are amazing. You are very active in the community, and if you're sharing about this session, that's also means you're contributing to this community. It is also considered as a community contribution. And thank you so much. With this, we wrap up the session, and soon you get the recording on our YouTube channel. And thank you so much, Bhavna, for coming and for sharing all your insights about how we can build a tech community. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you everyone for joining it out. Have a good day. Bye bye.
Bye. Oh, nice, Aditi. You have shared the session link with your friends. This is community work that you did. But just tell the community work which you're doing. You shared the session. You told me. Now I know Aditi shared the link. If you haven't told me, your contribution can't count. So if you're contributing, just speak it out. Okay. And looking forward to see you in our upcoming session. And for getting the updates, you can join this WhatsApp community. I know it have very less members, but it will be having more members in future as we'll organize more sessions. So thank you so much, everyone. Bye.